Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Adam Annis, Creative Content Manager here with Open Studio Network. Just wanted to share this blog post today. We're going to do a little demo here in Soundslice, which is the notation system that we use in our enhanced lessons to sort of show you what's being played as it goes along. I'm going to use a lesson today from our new course, the Rhythm Section Fundamentals, which is an exciting new course because it has so much to do with Soundslice here. This is a performance lesson featuring vocalist Aaron Bodie, and we got Peter on piano, Hutch on the drums, and Ruben Rogers on the bass. So straight away, here are the four stanzas. We have Aaron's up top, the voice. We have piano right and left hand. That's right, pianists. We got the left hand for you, so you can see Peter's left hand voicings. And we have Ruben's bass line. So we'll just start from the top. Down here in the toolbar, we have, of course, the play icon. So let's get it going. So as you can see, immediately the play bar starts scrolling along with the music, and it'll automatically turn the page, just like it just did. And then let's get right to it. So down here in the play bar, we have the playback speed. It's set at 100, which is real time, and you can take that down without losing pitch, which is very, very helpful. Take it all the way down to half speed. Now half speed is very slow and it can be useful, but it also is not the best sound quality. So when I work in a slower speed here, I usually work in 75%. I find it gives me plenty of time and I can actually hear everything pretty clearly. And if you're sort of skimming through lessons, you can go all the way up to 125%. Which makes everybody sound like insanely technical players, which they are anyway, but it even enhances that, which can be fun. And again, keeping the pitch. Now here's a navigation bar. You can navigate through here, scrolling through, obviously to get the minutes. You could also navigate up on the music itself. If you click anywhere, it'll take that playback line to wherever you're going and navigate that way. So just to the right here, in this video play icon, we have a few different views. Right now it's set at studio view, which is multiple camera angles and overview of everything. But we can set it for just the drums. Check this out. Got an overhead Hutch. Got the Hutch foot cam, which is pretty insanely cool. Here we've got bass, some nice shots of Ruben, and then some nice stuff of Peter too. Left hand, right hand, overhead. All pretty cool. Then we have the synthetic up here too. This is one of those features where I don't know why anybody would want to use it, but I'm sure someone would come up with some kind of reason. It's just the MIDI of the actual notation. That's not very happening. But I mean, what he's playing is happening, but the way this computer's playing is not very happening. Let's go back to the humans. That's better. So down here, this is a very cool feature that you might not know about, but you have the piano keyboard. Right now it's set over here, if you look to the left, it's set at the voice. So whatever Aaron's singing, it's playing here in the piano, but you can set that too. If you just click, it'll scroll through. Piano both hands, which is very cool. You can tell that both hands are separated with one's purple for the bass clef and one's orange for the treble. Piano right, piano left, contrabass. That's kind of a cool thing. You could toggle that off. In the settings little cog wheel here, we have the sort of a zoom in, zoom out feature for the notation. You can make it smaller or larger. Kind of like it actually, a little bit smaller with all these lines. Volume, which is obvious. You can transpose the key if you're a B flat instrument. See what Peter's playing in your key. Synth metronome. I don't think that actually does anything with the way we're using it. So there's that. in the settings bar. Now, one thing that I think is probably a little bit harder to find for our users is this line in here. And this line does a couple of different things. So I'm going to back it up here just a little bit to the middle of it. So if you go all the way next to the video and you see these two arrows facing away from each other, you can change the ratio between the notation and the video, and it's actually very cool, and it's very smooth. You can go back. Of course, as I say, it's smooth. It lags. So there's that. So you can get as much or little notation or video as you want, really. It does have a limit. If you want to see more of the music, less of the video, or vice versa. And then here, so these icons, this can be a very cool feature. So let's say, I'm going to stop it here so we can see things clearly. So now we're at the piano solo. Let's say we just want to see what the right hand of the piano is doing. Up here we have, by each stanza we have the instrument that correlates. So here's the voice. If we click on the voice, we have some options. We can turn on and off the lyrics, which I'll see, if we go up to the lyrics, you can see those are turned on and off with a toggle. And we can also just turn off completely the notation itself. So the voice, we can toggle that voice notation off. Then we close this right up here. And then we'll, right here is the right hand piano, which we want to keep. Then the left hand piano we can toggle off, like so. And then the bass we can toggle off, like so. And now we're left with just the right hand piano solo. Now we couple this too with maybe the piano view. We've got a really nice tool for pianists. You can even toggle on and off the chord changes. It's nice to see them. Also in this you can transpose the key again by key of the music, the octave, and you can change the synth sound settings. So to turn everything back on, these three dots represent everything that's been turned off. Here's the left-hand piano. Turn that back on. Bass. Toggle that back on. Voice. Toggle that back on. Cool. So one last feature that I think is pretty cool. Let's say we want to loop something. Totally possible. You just click and drag. And now we're looping this lick. You can really hear how he's doing it. Now right next to, just to the right of the play icon, are looping options. You can have it played looped continuously. You can have it played just once. And then it stops. You can play it with a count in. Really nice for practicing hard passages to get that little count in. One more time. And that's all of our play options. So I think that pretty much sums up all of the key features of Soundslice. You know, Soundslice is constantly adding new features, and they're letting us know that there's some new stuff that's going to happen soon. So when that happens, we're going to update you here too. If you don't use Soundslice, please, I encourage you to check it out. It's a great tool to use with our videos. I think it's one of the cooler things that we do here at OSN. And I hope this helped answer any questions you might have. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.